Hello, little dreamers. It's time to snuggle under your blankets, dim the lights, and let the magic of bedtime begin. Here at BeddyBox, we share enchanting stories filled with gentle adventures and important life lessons to help you drift off to sleep with a happy heart. Tonight's tale is called The Whispering Willow and the Lost Bird. It's about a brave little sparrow who learns that asking for help can light up the darkest paths. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, in and out, and let's begin. In the heart of Whispering Woods, where the trees sang lullabies to the wind and the stars twinkled like scattered diamonds, there stood a tall, wise oak tree. High in its strongest branches was a nest woven from soft moss and feathers, home to Mama Sparrow, Papa Sparrow, and their 5 little chicks. The youngest chick was named Pip. Pip had fluffy brown feathers that shimmered in the moonlight, tiny wings that fluttered with excitement, and curious eyes that sparkled like morning dew. Every evening, as the sun dipped below the hills in a glow of pink and orange, the sparrow family would gather in their nest. Mama would tell stories of faraway lands. Papa would sing a soft song, "Tweet, tweet, good night, sleep so tight," and the chicks would huddle close, their hearts full of warmth. One peaceful twilight, a gentle breeze danced through the woods. It was the softest breeze, like a sigh from the sky, carrying the scent of wildflowers and pine. Pip, feeling extra sleepy after a day of hopping and pecking for seeds, climbed onto a nearby branch to watch the fireflies. Just for a moment, he chirped to himself, but as his eyes grew heavy, the breeze whispered, "Whoosh! Whoosh!" and lifted Pip's light body right off the branch. Pip tumbled through the air, his wings flapping in surprise. Flap, flap, flap! Down, down he swirled, past glowing leaves and shimmering streams, until, plop, he landed in a soft bed of clover in a misty meadow far from home. The stars above looked different here, and the trees loomed like quiet giants. Pip shook his feathers, his little heart pounding like a drum. "Mama, Papa," he called softly. But only the crickets answered with their gentle chirp-chirp. Pip was lost. For the first time, he felt a wobble in his tummy, a mix of scared and alone. He tried to fly back, beating his wings as hard as he could. Flap, flap, flap! But the meadow was wide, the sky dark, and his wings were too tired from the unexpected journey. He hopped from clover to clover, peeking under leaves and calling out, but no one came. Tears welled in his eyes. "I can do this by myself," Pip whispered bravely. "I'm a big sparrow now." But deep down, his voice trembled. As the moon climbed higher, casting a silvery glow, Pip hopped toward a shimmering pond. There, by the water's edge, stood the grandest tree he had ever seen, the Whispering Willow. Its long, graceful branches draped like a curtain of green silk, swaying softly even without wind. Its leaves rustled with a sound like hushed secrets. Shh, shh. Pip fluttered up to a low branch. "Mr. Willow, can you help me? I'm lost and I can't find my way home." The leaves parted gently, and a warm, whispering voice filled the air, soft as a feather's touch. "Little bird, I am the Whispering Willow. For hundreds of moons I have stood here, watching wanderers like you. I whisper the stories of those who passed by, stories of courage and kindness." Pip tilted his head, his fear easing just a little. "Stories? Will one of them help me?" The willow's branches swayed. "Listen closely, Pip. Once a tiny squirrel lost her acorns in a storm. She tried alone, but her paws were too small. Then she asked the river for help. The river carried the acorns to safety, and they became friends forever. Another time, a lost fawn trembled in the shadows. she whispered to the moon, who called the fireflies to light her path home. Pip's eyes widened. So, asking for help made them strong? Yes, little one, whispered the willow. True strength isn't in flying alone through the dark. It's in gathering friends who light your way. Follow the path to the pond where the fireflies dance. Ask them, and they will begin your journey. Pip felt a spark of hope in his chest, warm like sunlight. Thank you, Whispering Willow. He fluttered down and hopped toward the pond, his tiny feet pat-pat-patting on the dew-kissed grass. At the pond, golden fireflies twinkled like living stars. Blink, blink, please. Firefly friends, Pip chirped. I'm lost. Can you light my way? The brightest firefly, named Glow, hovered close. Of course, little sparrow. We love guiding lost ones. And with that, a trail of fireflies lit up, a glowing ribbon through the meadow. Blink, blink, blink. Following the lights, Pip soon met a fluffy hedgehog named Hazel, curled under a fern. Hazel, I'm trying to get home to my oak tree. Will you help? Hazel uncurled with a smile. Hop on my back, Pip. I know every secret path. Together they trotted along, the fireflies above, and Hazel's quills brushing softly against the grass. But oh no, ahead lay a bubbling stream, wide and tricky. The water gurgled playfully. Glug, glug. Pip's wings drooped. How will we cross? Just then, from a nearby hollow, came Wise Owl, with feathers as soft as clouds and eyes like full moons. Hoo-hoo, I heard you call. Climb on these lily pads, friends. I'll watch from above. One by one they crossed, Glow's lights showing the way, Hazel pushing lily pad steady, Pip fluttering lightly, and Owl hooting encouragement. Hoo-hoo, you got this. Through a thorny thicket they went, Hazel clearing the way with her strong nose, fireflies illuminating hidden gaps. Up a gentle hill, Owl spotting landmarks from afar. Pip's heart grew lighter with each step. Friends make everything easier, he chirped. Finally, as dawn's first blush painted the sky, they crested the last hill. There it was, the tall oak tree silhouetted against the stars. Mama, Papa, Pip called. The family flew down in a flurry of wings. Pip, our little one! They enveloped him in the warmest hug, feathers fluffing together. The forest friends gathered round. Mama Sparrow bowed. Thank you for bringing our Pip home. Papa sang his lullaby, now joined by Owl's hoo and Firefly's blinks. From that night on, Pip visited the Whispering Willow often, sharing his own story. And whenever a friend felt lost, Pip was the first to say, let's ask for help together. In the Whispering Willow and the Lost Bird, we discovered that seeking guidance builds inner strength and a community of friends. It's okay to feel lost sometimes. Asking for help turns strangers into helpers and darkness into light. Now, little dreamer, think about this. Have you ever felt lost? Who helped you find your way? How can asking for help make your adventures easier? Share in the comments below. We love hearing your thoughts. Thank you for joining us at BeddyBox. Sweet dreams, sleep tight, and we'll see you tomorrow for another magical story. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a bedtime adventure. Good night, stars. Good night, moon. Good night, everyone.